Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today in this video we'll learn little bit more about Python lists. We have covered most of the aspects of Python lists in my previous video. This video is going to be short, about 3-4 minutes. So let's get started. So I have opened up my Jupyter notebook here, as you all can see. Let me create a list by name lst1 is equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And create another list by name lst2 is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have my two lists lst1, lst2 now. Now if I want to change the value of list1 at index 0, I want to change this element from 1 to, let's say, 100. So how I can do that? So lst1 at 0, this will return me 1, right? So now I can just assign a new value to that position of this list. So when I say lst1 of 0 is equal to, let's say I want to make it 100. Now I am executing this cell. If I check lst1 now, instead of 1, it is having 100 now. So this is one way we can edit the elements in the list. Okay. Now I have my another list by name lst2, right? So we have already seen what extend does, right? So we have already seen lst1 dot extend lst2. So this will extend list1 by the elements in list2, correct? So the same thing can be achieved with the help of this plus operation on list. So if I just execute it, you will see the elements of list2 are appended, or you can say concatenated. Two lists are concatenated, right? The elements of the list2 are appended to the list1, right? When I say append, by default it will be towards the end of the list. Okay, so you can see 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the end. But now if you see lst1 and lst2, they remain intact. It will not be changed because this operation returns us a new copy of the list with modified values. Okay, so I have few numbers in list1 and I have few numbers in list2. So when I execute plus operation on the both the lists, so I get new concatenated list. This will be a new list in the memory. If I want to access it in future, I have to assign it to a variable. Let's call it as list3. So now if I want to print the elements in list3, I can see all the elements from lst1 and lst2 because we have executed this plus operator. Got it? Now let's say I want I think I missed out on explaining what is mutable in my previous video. I will cover that in this part. Okay, so when I say mutable, I have this list1, right? And if I check the memory location of this list1, it gives me some number here, right? So this is one memory address in my PC. So now if I want to add a number using append to this list, let's say I want to append 5. Okay, I'll say lst1 dot append 5. And if I check the elements now, we can see 100, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is appended towards the end of the list. Now if I check the ID of this list, the ID remains same as before because the lists are mutable, which means whatever the values we have in some memory location, the same values in the same memory location can be modified without allocating a new set of memory. All right. So this is called as mutable. The IDs will remain same even though the lists are modified. Okay. So I think that's all with respect to this video. There is something I need to cover when it comes to dot copy method. You have already seen in my earlier video, right? lst1 dot copy. There is something called as this. This actually returns something called as shallow copy. So I will cover a separate video. I will make a separate video on shallow copy, and there is something called as deep copy. So I will make a separate video to demonstrate a difference between shallow copy and deep copy. So this video will unnecessarily get long. So I don't want to combine many topics in one video. So this is all for this video. Hope you learned something new. Enjoy the learning. Thank you.